This is how you can use AI to automate all of your cold email responses when you start doing cold email outreach, so that you don't have to lift a single finger and you can book meetings on autopilot. Now, the tools you're going to need for this video is number one, Smartlead.ai. This is how you're going to be sending out cold emails and replying to people. Number two, you're going to need your ChatGPT OpenAI API key. This is how you can tag people and actually trigger the responses in Smartlead itself. And I'm going to show you how to set that up in this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and hop right in so that you can book meetings on autopilot. All right, now that you're ready to move on to the first step, your first move here to do is look up OpenAI setting, and you want to click on the first link that pops up. You'll be redirected to this page right here where it has a whole bunch of settings, but it's pretty simple and pretty easy to maneuver around. What you want to do now is click on the top right on your account, and once you're here, you want to click on View API Keys. Now, once you're right here, you'll see that I already have some API keys set up, but what you want to do, you should have nothing, is create a new secret key, and you can title it whatever you want. So I'll title it test here, and boom, you want to copy this API key here. You want to click on done. Now, once you have copied the API key, what you want to do next is go into billing. Now, you have to add a credit card. Now, I know some of you are gonna be like, what? You have to pay for this, Aryan? What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. But trust me, bro, I use this automation a lot. And I mean like every single day for my replies. And per month, it's only cost me $4 to $6 per month to maintain this entire automation, to maintain all the GPT. So trust me when I say it's super, super cheap for the value that you get. So, bro, I know you're gonna be a little thrown off because it costs something, but trust me, it's 100% worth it for your automation here. So once you've actually gone ahead and set up a payment method by just clicking on this, you should be good to go. As you'll say, pay as you go. You'll be billed at the end of each calendar month for the usage that month. And trust me, bro, again, every single month goes by and there's not been a single month where I hit more than $6 or $7. Trust me, I'm averaging about $4 or $5 a month for this entire thing, which is fucking splendid. Now, once you have already copied the API key, you want to go into here, into Smartlead, and you want to click on this top right corner right here and click on settings. Once you've clicked on settings here, you want to go down here to connect your GPT-4 and paste your key right here. And after you've pasted it, it should be something like this, and you should be good to go. So after you've done this, you've now completed step number one, which is connecting your API key to Smartlead itself. Now, step number two, this is where the magic happens. Once you've actually gone ahead and connected this, you want to go here into Tag Manager, on lead categories. Now, the thing with Smartlead is it has a master inbox, right? So essentially a master inbox for cold email is it'll send out all of the emails to the master inbox that it has on Smartlead. All your emails will be sent to one spot where you can just view everything. All the responses, all the yes, all the no's, you'll get everything. And on this master inbox, you can use categories to essentially to figure out what the response is. So some people, they might respond interested, and they'll have it here. Some people will want to have a meeting with you, they'll respond here. Some people say, not interested, don't contact me, they're asking more info, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. You can basically categorize what type of response it is based off of certain filters and certain words that they say. Now, what you want to do now is start up a new campaign. So you want to start outreach. You want to reach out to, let's say, marketing agencies, and you've got all the credits. You uploaded Apollo, and you want to start reaching out to them. Before you actually go ahead and launch this campaign, you want to go into Edit Campaign here, like I have. Go to Setup, go to Import Leads, and right here in the top right, you'll see a setting. Click on the setting, and once you click on the setting, you want to scroll down and you come down here, Intelligent AI Lead Categorization. Click it, and you want to click on all of the types of responses that you want Smartlead to categorize responses as, right? So essentially, once it lands in the master inbox, Smartlead will use the GPT-4 key to analyze if the person was interested, the person was not interested, the person asked for pricing, the person did this, the person did that. You get the point. So you want to click on everything here that you want to add, I usually add about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So I usually add like 9 to 10, right? Once you've done that, you can actually, I would recommend these two settings and click on 15. So that way, essentially the last two settings, what it does is if you get an email and the email is out of office, let's say they're out of office, Smartlead will automatically stop sending them emails, and after 2 weeks it'll start sending them emails again. So it's very, very smart, no pun intended, but this is a very, very good feature, and this is one of the reasons why I really love Smartlead compared to Instantly. Now once you've clicked on all of the, I guess, categories that you want the master inbox and GPT to analyze, click on save and you should be good to go. Now once you actually start sending out cold emails, you'll get things like this. You'll get, oh, out of office, not interested, meeting request, out of office, do not contact, meeting request, blah, 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 right? So this is how it will look like, right? Some people will reply not interested, some people will reply out of office, some people will reply do not contact, some people will reply, hey, let's have a meeting. You get the gist. This is essentially how the auto categorization works. It'll come into here, and using your GPT key, it'll analyze if it's interested or if it's not interested, right? Now, where it's actually cool is once you go back into the campaign, you're going to click right here on subsequence. And you're going to click on add subsequence. Now, what you want to do now is it'll say choose conditions. So add leads based on these lead categories. If a lead is marked as interested, you want to click on save and next, and you can send them whatever you do, right? So if a lead is marked as interested, if in your master inbox they're like, hey, can you send more info, or hey, I'm interested, how does this work? You can essentially be like, hey, name, I don't have the name thing here. Hey John, what we do is pretty straightforward. We help marketing agencies, blah 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 blah, and we do that, right? So essentially you can set this up for every single category. Just realize how powerful that is. You can automate your entire responses all the way through for every single category, right? So if they're like, hey John, we help marketing agencies, blah 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 blah, and we do this, would you be free sometime this week to discuss this? And go ahead and go through with that, right? And let me actually add that in there. Would you be free sometime this week to discuss this? Question mark. And go ahead, save the next, and you can just schedule it out by whatever time it is. So I'm Central Time, so I'm gonna go Chicago. Same as the regular settings. Start, and then boom, just like that, you're done. That's a subsequence. So, and I'm gonna label this as interested, right? So to kind of recap and really get it through your brain, essentially you have this one main campaign right here, right? Imagine this is reaching out to marketing agencies, and you start sending out cold emails. Then John replies and he says, hey Arian, I'm interested, how do you do this? And it's marked as interested in the reply box, right? If it's marked as interested in the reply box, it'll essentially come here, and it'll be like, if the lead gets marked as interested using the API key that you set up with ChatGPT, it will send out this response, and you can have the same response for every person. Hey John, we help blah 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 blah. Would you be free sometime this week to discuss this? Now in this campaign, I don't have first name, but you can do first name here. You're supposed to do first name here, and it'll seem like you manually typed it up, when in reality, again, it's entirely automated, and that's the beauty of this thing. Now you can keep going with this. If the lead is marked as requested pricing, click save and next, and you can be like, hey John, hey first name, as for pricing, we'd like to discuss this over a call rather than email, simply because blah 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 blah. Here is my calendar, or would you be free on this week to discuss this further? And then boom, just like that, you have set it up. And you can see how powerful this tool is, because again, it's all automated until that person goes ahead and books a meeting with you. That we haven't automated that yet, but genuinely it's all automated all the way through. That is the real power of this thing. Now let me show you some examples of how this can actually go ahead and come through, right? So this is a subsequence I have for one of my clients right here. So this person right here, initially I emailed them, right? I emailed them through my campaign. We help blah, 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 blah. And this guy said, hey, Aryan, I'm interested in hearing more. Thanks for following up. And what it did was it automatically replied to him and said, hey, Joe, what we do is pretty straightforward. We do blah, 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 which would be for you sometime this week or next. Boom. Entirely automated. I didn't have to lift a single finger. It went ahead and sent out the email. That is really how you can do it. Now, as for the API key itself, again, really only costs $4 to $6 a month, and this is coming from a guy that uses it every single day. So trust me when I say ridiculously cheap for the amount of time and effort it will take, because all you need is some templates of, let's say, interested response, a template for pricing, a template for, hey, I want more info on this. And the info and interested response can actually be the same, by the way. What I'm trying to say here is all you need is a few templates for what to say, how to reply to people. And trust me, it'll all be automated and you will not have to lift a single finger to send replies to unless you're actually booking them in a meeting. That is the real power of this system. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you can use AI to automate all your responses so that you don't have to lift a single finger and you can start printing meetings on autopilot. Now, once you've actually set that up, my advice to you would be go out there and start sending cold emails. One lesson that I've learned recently, and it was so fucking simple, was simply send out more cold emails. Send out more volume. Really. After I dialed in my script, after I dialed in my offer, one big thing where it hit me, I was like, bro, I should just send out more emails and I'll just probably book my meetings. If I'm booking a meeting every 100 emails and I 10 times that volume, I'm going to book 10 meetings. So cold email is a very simple game. Again, once you have the stats in front of you, once you see this many amount of emails, I booked this many amount of meetings, I got this many positive responses. What if I just 10x the volume, 3x the volume, whatever it may be? Just start sending out more cold emails and I promise you, you will start getting more traffic to your business. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a marketing agency owner or founder and you want me to set up this cold email system inside your agency, go ahead and book a call with me below. And please make sure that you are making over $10,000 a month in revenue, because we only work with more higher ticket clients. And book a call with me below and we can see if we're actually a good fit to work together. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.